Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we're back with you guys with Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 13.
War is coming to Kettle's farm.
Ouch.
Fuck. Last episode, Canute had his plan happen. He tried to have Olmar lose his cool and attack his guards. After that, he was supposed to arrest, because, like, Olmar was the one doing a thing, and he thought Olmar was gonna die fighting one of his guards, and so then he would arrest Kettle and ask for the lens, right?
As punishment, take his land and his farm.
Yeah,
so.
I can't speak, by the way. But that did not go according to plan because Thorgil defended his brother, killed a bunch of guards, and then he realized what was going on, and so they all fled with Leif. So now, unfortunately, Canute has a reason to fight them, even though he started the whole fucking shit.
Yeah, but he's a king.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants, right? Anyway, he is gonna bring his army, not a big army, but still bigger than what we have on the farm, and he's gonna take the lands by force. And the only good thing out of this is that Leif is on his way to reunite with Thorfinn.
Yeah, but are we gonna fled with Leif and go back home, or are we gonna stay and help the farm?
He's still a slave. As long as Kettle doesn't say, like, you can go.
Yeah, but Carol did say that when he's gonna come back,
It's not
we're gonna be
official.
free.
It's not official until he says so. And with an army coming to him and, you know, the link with Canute and everything, I don't know how he's gonna react. He said he doesn't want any violence anymore. What do?
Kill them with kindness.
And it's like you can just leave. The army's coming. Where do you go?
Bye.
In any case, we'll find out this episode. Maybe I'm hoping for a tearful reunion at the very least, and then after that we can suffer. Let's jump in this episode and find out. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
Alright guys, let's go! Oh shit.
Is it in the past?
Where is it?
Is it what's to come? Einar? Is that Einar? What happened?
So that's in the future then. Like all the slaves rebel.
Or maybe this is what's been happening while he was away, but that would have been so quick.
No.
Oh. Maybe
So I'm guessing that they lost.
or maybe like the one he loves is dead and he's getting revenge. His hair has grown so much, like that's the future.
That's in the future, so I'm guessing that they're gonna lost.
Maybe that's not even him. Like maybe he just looks like him. What the
What
fuck?
the F happened?
Nothing good. No, dude, fuck that. I'm waiting for the sword. You don't need fingers.
Doesn't matter then.
Because you're nothing. This is the right episode in the right season, right? This is very intense.
You sure this is episode 13?
Could be the past, right? Could be someone
this-
completely different.
This is not the past for sure. You said that it was Einar.
It looks like him, but
Yeah, that's Einar.
what happened?
They will lose that battle.
Like he was taken prisoner and his dream, he was so close to freedom and he lost that.
And you know,
Then,
he lost his girl also.
if he was taken away. Oh, new opening. I would be pissed, understandably so. You've been working your ass off for years. You're so close to freedom.
You've been promised freedom and you don't get it.
Huh. This is a really good intro.
This is a really good, depressing intro.
Can't help. I'm thinking like it looks like there's gonna be a lot of death and a lot of pain, And we're right after he
Yeah.
said, no more violence.
But at the beginning we saw flowers and butterflies, so this is like a new beginning, a
Yeah,
change.
ベルケルさんに馬を借りに行くこともなくなる
That's his eyes. His
It's
beard.
him! It's him!
冴えない顔して
いや、お前はもう決めたのか。自由になったらだよ。
ああ
このままわしのところで奉公する気はないか？
旦那は言ってくれたけどな
Well, anyway, it's irrelevant.
奴隷暮らしが長すぎだよ決めていいとなるとこうも迷うか
お前としちゃありなのか。
奉公人とは仲悪いけどさそのうちアルネイズさんを解放するチャンスが来るかもしれない
So yeah, you won't have that chance anymore.
Well, he's going back for her,
そこ
apparently,
まで惚
so
れてたのか。
そんなんじゃない
it's exactly like that.
俺はただ
おせぞじじい殺すかじじいは
We were afraid that he might have died because they didn't know where he was.
お戻りになっていませんか。
畑へ出たきりだ
Make your own damn breakfast.
薪割りを頼まれていたんですが。
いつもならこの時間にはとっくに
Yeah, I think that he's dead.
食ってねえんだぞクソじじい死なせる気
Wondering maybe if he's been killed.
どちらへ
ついてこい
畑
He's really old. I wouldn't be surprised. It would be sad, but then again, I'd be happy he died before seeing the war come to his land. Oh,
じじい
died doing his job. Died at work. This is how he would have wanted it. Oh, he's not dead. Sorry. I wrote him off so quick. I'm sorry. This is still how...
No faith in him whatsoever,
This
right?
is still how he would have wanted it. Not be this, too frail to serve his own water. I'm like, are you dying?
I'm not dead, you idiot.
No, shut up, you're gone.
ベッドで死ぬのか勝手に入れ
奥様のお言いつけで来たんですが
You'll enjoy working for him a lot more than for the mistress.
俺たちの分もあるんですか
はい皆さんの分も作ってよいと口に合いますか
And you'll love her food too. He's already fucking dead.
お召し上がり
Thorfinn looks so young.
身の回りのお世話をさせていただきますね
わしの家に寝泊まりするのか
奥様の仰せですさあどうぞおっしゃってくださいね
He's so nice.
Doesn't really have a choice to be nice.
後で食う
そうですか
構わねえから口にスプーンねじ
But see, it could be worse.
あーんが恥ずかしいんだよ
He's a proud man. He'd rather be out there working till he dies.
してもらうしかねえんだからよ
笑ったか今
Yes, he did.
No, I didn't.
後で
Le petit avion va rentrer.
Here comes the plane. You shouldn't laugh at him though.
Apparently, it all goes to shit, so I'll enjoy this. Make fun of him if I want.
私が洗いますから
She will love this new setting for now.
聞いていたよりお元気そうで怖い方じゃなさそう
He can hear all of them.
ああ見えて
He's a piece of shit.
なんとなくわかります
What about Thorfinn? Oh, he's worse.
あんなに楽しくご飯食べるのなんて
俺もですよ
自由だった頃に戻ったみたい、
そうですね
Fuck. It's nice, right? We're having a happy moment with our friends and love interests before everything go to shit. Damn it.
蛇の兄貴はいるか
逃亡奴隷
キャルラクの農場から3日前だそうです
奴隷の扱いの良くねえやつだったからな自業自得だ
簡単な話じゃねえですキャルラクとその息子たちを皆殺しにして
Wait, so maybe it's not Einar. Maybe that's him.
捕まえたやつには馬3頭をやるって触れ回ってますどうします兄貴チート用心した方がいいかもな見張りはさ
He looked
Unless
like
you were
him.
wrong and
He looked
instead of
like
the-
him
instead of the man.
so much.
無理に捕まえようとすんじゃねえぞ。
Because it could have been a foreshadowing, but
It's him.
a look in the future.
詰められた人間って
Yeah, it's the same guy, so we were wrong.
He looked like Einar too much. It could be related. As far as we know, like, did he see his father's body?
Einar doesn't have a brother. He had a sister and she died.
But we don't know. Maybe there's someone else. He
A
looks so much like him.
brother, something.
So who did he mean by I'll go get her?
あれだ剣の絵飾りが光ってんだ
Could be a
It's
trap.
a trap.
寝てんのか？なりだけなら古事記か巡礼者みてえだが。つうか
When you have nothing to lose, you can become a beast. So
捕まえたやつに馬3頭っていう
月が回ってきたぜ。
相当手強いって話だろ
今なら寝込みをペルッと
声で見てやっ
and they're being very loud.
ビビンじゃねえよトカゲ。分け前が減るだろうが。
You'll die.
小声で話せって言ってんだろその自信はどっから来んだよ
賞金は馬。そういう話をしてんだよ。
I'm thinking none of you would get horses.
お前らんとばして足の内2本焼いて食やいいだろ。この
Oh, damn it.
どっちび一人で死ね。先にてめえからやんぞ。小声で話せよおぎゃ。
He's right behind them, like, the fuck?
Idiot. He was trying to sleep.
I'm guessing they won't come back. So his hair is a little lighter than Einar. But everything else...
He does look like him a lot.
The eyes are the same, the beard's the same. And he's coming over here, I'm guessing, so...
Do you think that maybe he might have been her husband?
I don't know.
Did she have a husband?
トルフィン割ったやつ溜まってんぞ。トルフィンよ。
すまんちょっとだけ
You're listening in?
トルフィンさんは何をしているの？
聖書を中で読んでるんです。大旦那様は字が読めないから。
トルフィンさんもキリスト教徒だったんですね。
No, but maybe he's thinking about converting.
なんか聞いてると面白いんですって。
Like, if his religion doesn't work with how he sees the world now...
隣人を愛しと命じられている。敵を愛
That's
し
how he thinks.
自分を迫害する者のために祈りなさい。天の父の異なるためである。あなた方にどんな報いがあろうか。同じことをしているではないか。どんな優れたことをしたことになろうか。
Interesting question.
同じことをしているではないか。あなた方も完全なものとなりなさい。
That's a verse that a lot of Christians forgot.
福音書はもう飽きたぜ。最初の方読もうぜ。ここより面白い。
Oh, dude.
おいおい、じじい、便所か
Take a break.
Just take a rest.
国、終わってるって言ったろ。アルネイズ
Saw himself.
じじいが漏らした。
He has no restraint. Piss himself. Come here. He's saying it to everyone.
もうろくしてきたな。
Well, he's not making a big deal out of it, which is appreciated.
だろうな。
毎日畑に出るくらい元気じゃないですか。
He beats too much on his body.
He pushed himself.
ひ孫のいる年だ。急に弱るんだよ。年寄りは。そんなすぐじゃねえだろ。今のうち恩返ししとけ。
前から気になってたんですけど大旦那様と
I've been wondering that too.
別になんでもねえよ。あの本もらって売っ払おうと思ってるだけさ。
What? Are you a part of the family somehow? Or he gets close to him?
A legitimate son, maybe?
Maybe it's just like I'm getting close to him thinking he'll leave me my stuff. But that's a lie. For sure he cares, right? I like Snake. I don't think he's a bad person.
Someone's coming.
Something bad.
Who's coming?
Well, the guy who freed himself.
早掛けだな。そこのが止まれ。
She knows him. She knows him. Oh, he didn't. He killed one? Okay, he hurt them a little bit. And he killed one.
マジかよ。ク
but she knows him.
が家の中だ
She's afraid. Is she?
Husband?
Hello? Guard.
Husband?
Your dreams are about to be shattered. He looks fucking cool though. The hair and everything.
No wonder that she looked at Einar because he looks like her
I
husband.
think that was the point.
ついに見つけたぞ
I feel bad for Einar.
妻よ
My
Oh
wife.
shit.
I'm sorry, Einar. Well,
It wasn't meant to be.
okay, we have a bunch to talk about.
First
Okay,
of
who
all,
first?
First of all, I'm just glad that this is not the future,
Yes.
just the present, because we have hope of success and to win
Yeah.
this the future fight.
I was
Hopefully.
afraid. I think it's not a coincidence that they had him look like Einar so much. Like you said, that would have explained why she got close to Einar so quickly. He reminded her of her husband, who was also a slave, apparently to a master that was a lot harsher than Kettle. He was chained and everything. They said he killed his master, that master's wife and kid.
No. He said he killed the master and two of his sons.
Two of his
he
sons,
did not kill
okay.
the wife and the baby.
Okay, so that was
He let them
then
go.
that was the master's baby and his wife. So okay, well at least he's not that much of a monster, but it looks like it's been rough being a slave for him, and it's turned him, it's changed him into this tunnel vision guy who has only one goal, right? Getting back his
He
wife.
just want to get back his wife.
But that's not gonna end the way he wants it. Because they need to do something. They can't just let him have his wife and leave.
She cannot just go with her husband.
And he killed one of Snake's guys. It's not gonna end here, so we'll have to see. Maybe we can find a way. Because, like, Einar is gonna lose ARNHEID because of this, but he still cares about her. So unless I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen, but unless he lets his emotions take over and he's like, fuck that, I want nothing to do with you, which would be fucking mean, he's not gonna want her to be hurt. So we'll be involved whether we like it or not, right? But yeah, at first I
Yeah.
thought for sure it was Einar.
But like you said, and like I said, he looks so much like him. But with the sunlight, his hair are a little bit lighter. His eyes are not totally the same.
A bit lighter too.
It's a bit different, but during nighttime, he looks so much like Einar.
This was meant to surprise us, or if it wasn't, then I don't care. It worked. It surprised us because it could have been. Because we're past the halfway mark of the season, so we changed openings and everything, so they could have given us something to just shock us in the beginning, which it worked, and they could have given us a look into the future to make us fear like what's gonna happen. But the tapestry was showing a farm, fights, so I wasn't sure if it was meant to be what's coming, because it looked like that, or something that happened in the past, right? I was confused, but I thought it was Einar, and I'm happy it's not, because damn.
But the fact that he had long hair, so it's like, oh, maybe times has passed, so it could have been him. But not the same guy.
But what's interesting is that since we thought it was Einar, it brings the option of it could have been Einar. It could have been Thorfinn. It could have been either of them, all of them, right? Slaves. We were happy. We were lucky enough to get a master who was like, work your way to freedom, right? I'll treat you right. But then if you are a slave to a guy like the retainers who don't give a shit and look down on slaves and they don't value who they are and what, them as humans and stuff, your reality would be so much worse, and you could end up like this guy, who looked like a beast, who we judged right away. We were like, he's so full of anger and stuff. Now he's gonna calm down a bit because he's found ARNHEID. That was his tunnel vision, right? But then what? We'll find out. And Einar's gonna, grieve. He didn't know what he wanted to do, but he was willing to keep working on the farm that kept him as a slave in order to stay close to her. He's gonna lose that. But I guess now he's gonna have to look at his future and wonder.
And our Thorfinn did brought up something interesting. After so many years not thinking for yourself because you're a slave, what do you do when you have that option once again?
We kind of mentioned that in the past, right? To a certain point, being a slave changes life and makes it very simple. You do what you're told, right? You lose yourself, you lose your purpose, but you know what to do. You wake up in the morning, you know exactly where you're gonna go, what you're gonna do, and when you're gonna come back, and you repeat, right? to have freedom is scary suddenly, because now you're the master of your own life, and if there are consequences, you're the one paying them. You're the one that needs to plan ahead. You're the one that needs to think for yourself. So it's scary, and that's why they're wondering, like, what do I do? Even without all the struggle that like a guy like Thorfinn is going through of I'm changing my life completely, I'm going the peace route.
Yeah.
Even without that, it would be tough to suddenly be free after years of being a slave. So no wonder they're wondering, but he had one purpose, which was ARNHEID, and now he's lost that, or he's gonna lose that. We'll see. I'm hoping he's gonna stick around for a while. Like maybe Thorfinn still needs guidance, and I don't think it's gonna be as easy as just going with Leif, right? So maybe we can stay. I know, like last season at the end, they were characters that were introduced very, very quickly, and we haven't seen all of them. So we're gonna travel still. We're gonna meet new people. We're gonna, the journey's not over, and maybe Einar can stick around until he finds his purpose, but
I mean,
and that all depends on what
he
happens
doesn't
during the
have
fight.
anyone to stay at the farm anyway, so...
No, but he could still want to be a farmer. Except he has no land, he has not much money, and we still don't know how this fight that's coming is gonna end. He could die. Because like I said, Thorfinn, like Einar, he's not to that level. Like I'm not saying he's gonna go out and murder people, but if he has to defend himself, he will do that. Thorfinn it's more complicated because he doesn't want to hate anyone. He doesn't want to fight anyone. He doesn't want more blood on his hands. It's like the weight of the people he's carrying is already heavy enough, right? But then the fight is gonna come to him. He's gonna have to do something. What do? Do you let it happen? Do you run away, leave people to die? Do you fight back? Einar, he's gonna fight back if he gets attacked. He could die. So how are we gonna do this?
I think we're gonna see when the fight's gonna be at our doorstep.
I want a reunion with Leif. Please.
Next episode, maybe.
But it's interesting that Thorfinn is listening to, he's interested in what the Bible says, right?
It's another way of thinking, and like you said, it's kind of close to what he's trying to preach right now, like to just love one another, that I don't have any enemies.
When we reacted to Viking, I remember saying quite often, and even like The Last Kingdom, I was saying that I don't personally think any religion is truly wrong, right? I'm not religious, so I don't really care what people think, but I say you do you, and you go towards the religion that speaks to you, depending on what you need. I wouldn't shame anyone for being like, okay, this religion doesn't fit me anymore. I'm looking for answers. I have doubts, and I'm not content following this way of life, so I will convert to something else, right? It happened with Athelstan in Vikings, Ragnar in Vikings. It happened with a bunch of characters in, the duality and stuff in Last Kingdom. So it's understandable because they preach different messages and different ways of living your life. The Viking way, the Norse way, right? Like this religion basically says you need to die fighting in order to achieve the highest honor and go to Valhalla. Thorfinn doesn't want to fight, so this no longer speaks to him, right? He won't find honor, he won't find respect or fulfillment on the battlefield. So listening to these gods, following this path, that's not for him anymore. Maybe Christianity will speak more to him. Religion is religion, what's written is what's written, and people interpret it the way they want. A lot of Christians have done really bad. They haven't listened to what's written in all the pages, right? But if Thorfinn hears that, like, love your enemy, because it's easy to love those who love you, right? The real challenge is in loving your enemies. That will speak to him a lot. So if he goes that way, maybe he'll find, his answer. Or he'll connect with it, and that will change his path. Help him direct himself.
Speaking about with the Vikings religion and
the way of life.
To reach Valhalla, you need to die on the battlefield or during battle. I was thinking about Sverker and the fact that he's an old man. He cannot go any longer on any battlefield.
Yeah,
and
his battlefield was the field.
I had my confirmation that he's a Christian because he's reading the Bible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that way of thinking is not for him. So with the Bible, it's kind of okay, I guess, for him to just die on his farm. You know
I don't think the
you get what
Bible.
I mean?
Well, in the verse that he was listening to, he didn't really hear anything linked to what was going on in his life. But what I can hear, I don't remember, but they're Danes, right? So they're not Christian technically. If you go back in their through their ancestry and stuff, they converted somewhere in the line.
Yeah.
So I feel like, because I mean, we talked about his values and stuff, like how he values work and how he sees like everything he owns, everything he has, as long as he can sustain himself, he's doing a good job, right? This isn't his way of life. He plants what he eats, he builds what he lives in, and all
Isn't that just an old man's way of thinking, though?
Not necessarily. We compared it to like our grandpa and stuff, but that's not necessarily how everyone sees it. Maybe it's a generation thing, because like the next generation was like, might as well pay people to do the job and get rich and stuff, because the value of money, that was important and stuff. But if we stay in the way of life and religion and stuff, maybe he, deep down, there's a part of him that connects with the warrior lifestyle, which is you die young and you don't waste away, right? You die in a blaze of not necessarily glory, but by being useful, by being out there and doing some work. Maybe it's clashing with himself. Like maybe he followed the Christian lifestyle. Maybe he settled and he did his job and he had no enemies. He didn't start any fight, just like his son, right? He didn't start shit. But now he's wasting away and he feels unfulfilled. Like he's desperate to die on his farm, because to die in his bed just doesn't fit with how he sees himself or how he would like to live his life. Because it feels weak. Like a Viking, let's go Viking, full Viking. They would shame this ending. They would not enjoy dying in a bed, sick and old.
Because you're being wasted away.
But other people would be saying, you're lucky to have gotten that old and to get that chance. It's complex. It depends on the person, depends on the life.
And I mean, it all depends if he does believe with the Vikings way to just die young or half young on a battlefield. Yeah, I can understand that he's pissed that he's just wasting away on his farm and in his bed. But if it's just an old Grams just want to die with dignity, that's another thing though.
But I think I'm making connections with religion just because he tried to get up and he was like, I need to go like to the field and stuff, when Snake was reading the Bible. And it could be that I'm making connections where there are none, but it's always interesting to discuss this. And to be fair, like, I'm speculating because Sverkel has no interest in war as far as we know, right?
But to my understanding, Sverkel is someone who really prioritize work over anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, to just be sick in his bed
for sure
with no dignity because he needs to be fed.
That is easy.
He needs to be cleaned by someone else.
That's the first easy level. I'm going deeper and interpreting and then just seeing connections where there might be none, like I said. Because I feel like it's interesting to discuss it as a what if, right? And how it connects with the other characters and the other themes. So, but anyone that has pride or that has never dealt with how much pride they have and you know how it's okay to accept help and it's okay to be dependent sometimes would struggle with this reality. Heck, 2 years ago when I was in the hospital, I had to learn real fast that it's okay to accept help and it's okay not to suffer and it's okay to be weak sometimes, right? When you are proud and someone else has to carry you someplace, you are not allowed to walk, you need someone to go to the bathroom or your body loses its function and you're just wasting away, you feel like a burden. You feel like you're no longer you and it's shameful to you. So you need to learn that it's okay for other people to help you out. I love that Snake acted like it was no big deal, because if he did act like it was a big deal, that would maybe have made it worse.
Would have been worse, yeah.
Yeah. But then again, he's not putting on any gloves, right, with Sverkel, but I think that would be worse for a guy like Sverkel with how much pride he has and how strong he is to be handled like this.
Snake is just being Snake.
Yeah.
He's just being loud and just doing his stuff. He's not changing himself for Sverkel and just you need help and that's it.
But if he
stop,
did,
stop.
if he did change, if he acted differently, Sverkel would notice right away, and he would like, oh, people are making a big deal out of this, and it will be worse. And it's already pretty bad, right? So it's clashing with his vision of how to live his life. And if we go deeper than that, maybe it's clashing with the way he chose to live his life compared to how he was raised. Because I don't know when they converted, but if they are Danes, that means that somewhere along the line they switched religions, right? I could be wrong, but yeah.
You could be wrong, you could be right. We don't know.
In any case, I'm sad about what's going on with Einar and ARNHEID, but we need the backstory with her husband, and we need to see what they're gonna do, because this is not gonna end here. And Sverkel, a part of me kind of hopes he dies before war comes to his land.
He won't survive the war, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, but... And then again, I don't want him to die before he can say goodbye to his son, because they have unfinished business too.
Sure.
So we'll see what happens there, but...
So much stuff is happening!
Yeah, I like I said, at least give me a reunion with Leaf. And I'll be happy.
Alright.
That's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if not, the next one will be on YouTube next week. We're gonna see you then, guys.
Bye!